While none of automobile's Four Seasons vehicles have leisurely lives, our 2017 Honda Ridgeline sees even more miles than most. Its Goldilocks combination of creature comforts, car-like road manners, and truckish practicality has made it a staff go-to for just about every job a vehicle can be asked to do. If there's a beach party, camping trip, Home Depot run, or any type of heavy lifting activity, it's the Ridgeline that automatically gets pressed into service. And frankly, the truck's superior ride quality and spacious interior make it an excellent choice for the daily commute as well. We've logged hours upon hours in Los Angeles grade rush hour traffic behind a Honda's wheel without feeling like we were giving up much to the rest of our Four Seasons vehicles. Social media guru Chris Baccarella even used the Ridgeline for a cross-country trek with his dog and 2 motorcycles, sleeping on the rear bench seat several nights and not emerging any worse for the wear. A truck you can live both with and in? That's the Ridgeline. Of course, that kind of popularity means that the miles are racking up on our modern steel gray Honda. Not all those miles have been perfectly smooth, either. At around 11,000 miles, our truck was rear-ended at a stoplight by the absent-minded driver of a Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Fortunately, there was far less damage to the Ridgeline's rear end than the front of the C-Class. Visual damage we incurred included 2 broken reflectors, a dislocated license plate light and some seemingly superficial bumper cover damage. Unfortunately, a closer inspection by the body shop deemed both rear parking sensors broken. Replacement parts for those, the bumper cover, and the reflectors totaled a pretty hefty $1,612.69. Labor added another $1,139. After tax, the total was an eye-watering $2,882.80, all covered by insurance, of course. Let that be a reminder that a moment of distracted driving can result in big pain later. Fortunately, no actual pain was experienced by Copy Chief Kouros Young, who was driving the Ridgeline at the time of its accident and is thankful for its 5-star NHTSA crash rating. Around the same time, at 11,566 miles, our Ridgeline went into the dealer for its scheduled A1 service. The engine oil and filter change, differential fluid change, and inspection rendered a bill of $182.88. A few thousand miles later, we started getting some vibration in the Ridgeline's brake pedal during moderate stops. An inspection by the dealership revealed slightly warped front rotors and no issues with the rear brakes. The front rotors were resurfaced and front pads installed at no cost by our local Honda dealer, a nice gesture. At around 19,000 miles, the information display on our truck's instrument panel notified us that it was time to perform a B1 service. The book states an engine oil change, tire rotation, and inspection, no big deal. At the dealer, we were told the inspection was actually a very comprehensive, multi-hour procedure that includes ensuring several critical suspension and brake fasteners are maintaining proper torque. The time quoted for the entire service was over 3 hours, so we accepted the dealership's offer for a free shuttle service home. 3 hours later, we got a call saying the Ridgeline was ready for pickup. "We're here all week, folks," and soon the credit card got another swipe for $137.39. Not too bad. Since then, the Ridgeline continues to log miles without complaint. Now that the truck is nicely broken in, we'll be heading to the test track next to see how the Ridgeline stacks up against its manufacturer-claimed performance stats. Stay tuned. People of the internet, feast your eyes on Volkswagen's newest SUV. It's called the T-Roc, T because all VW SUVs, in Europe, anyway, start with T, and Roc because this is a crossover that combines the dominance of an SUV with the agility of a compact hatchback model and the dynamism of the compact class. And therefore really rocks the segment. VW's words. Honest. At 4,234 mm long, 1,819 mm wide and 1,573 mm high, the MQB-based T-Roc is a little bigger than the Audi Q2. It looks a bit like it, too. The concept that previewed the T-Roc at the Geneva Motor Show way back in 2014 was a two-door Targa, but for the production car VW has quite sensibly opted for 4 doors and a hatchback. It keeps the basic aesthetic, though, which is welcome because to our eyes, this is a better looking, and almost certainly cheaper, car than the Audi. Inside it's typical VW, albeit with a splash of color. The center screen is an 8-incher, there will be smaller ones, too, here paired with VW's version of the group's digital instrument cluster, which we've never liked as much as Audi's. There is much connectivity, in the form of CarPlay, MirrorLink, and the others, plus a Beats stereo and inductive charging for your phone. The engines are familiar too. There are 6, varying between petrol and diesel and offering up to 190 bhp. Exact UK specs are TBC, but we know the mid-range engines will get the option of a 7-speed DSG and 4-motion all-wheel drive, and the top spec engines will get them both as standard. Active safety systems include lane keeping and autonomous emergency braking. Predictably, much customization is promised, including contrasting roofs and interior trim panels. Again, exact UK specs are TBC, but VW has suggested there will be a Y-shaped spec structure that sees a base model, then 2 equivalent style and sport variants above it, each with different styles of trim. It's launched in November, but sales start in September, presumably around the time of the Frankfurt Motor Show, where we'll get to see it in the metal. Is this the small SUV you've been waiting for, or another no-name entrant into an already oversaturated segment? Discuss below. Hyundai showed off a near production-ready version of its fuel cell SUV that will drop early next year in Korea, followed later by North America. Although Hyundai has yet to name the new model, it promises increased range, performance, and durability over the outgoing iX35 fuel cell, known as the Tucson fuel cell here in the US. Power will increase 20% over the outgoing model, Hyundai says, and system efficiency will jump 9%. With the updated fuel cell system, the SUV should achieve a driving range of more than 580 kilometers, 360 miles, on a single charge, based on Korean testing standards. Certain components increase aerodynamic performance on the new model. A tunnel inside the D-pillar in addition to wheels designed in a 2-piece construction help boost aero efficiency. The new model borrows certain design elements from Hyundai's Fae fuel cell concept, which was revealed in March. Not only does it feature the same rounded hood, but the headlights take on a similar shape, and the door handles once again sit flush to the vehicle. Hyundai has also bolstered the longevity of the hydrogen-powered SUV by using highly durable catalyst technology. New components in the fuel stack have improved performance at startup in cold temperatures. The vehicle has been optimized to start at 22 degrees Fahrenheit. The new SUV also improves tank storage density, now that there are 3 equally sized tanks instead of 2 different sizes. Expect the new Hyundai fuel cell SUV to offer advanced driver assistance technologies. More details on this front will be shared at the 2018 CES show, where we'll also learn the official name of the model. The SUV will launch in Korea early next year, and after that, it will arrive in North America and Europe. Hyundai is also considering whether or not to bring the model to China. The new fuel cell SUV is just one green model Hyundai plans to introduce globally in the coming years. Hyundai confirmed that it will launch a Kona EV in the first half of 2018. It's unclear which markets will receive the new model, but it should offer a range of 390 kilometers, 242 miles, on a single charge, likely based on Korean testing standards. Meanwhile, a Genesis EV will arrive in 2021, and a new EV with a range of 500 kilometers, 310 miles, is slated to arrive later. As we previously reported, Hyundai plans to launch its first dedicated architecture for all-electric vehicles. Hyundai says it's also committed to hybrids in addition to electric and fuel cell technology. But as long as you feel young at heart, age is just a number. Qoros is looking to capitalize on the high demand for SUVs in China with the new compact Young unveiled at the 2017 Chengdu Motor Show. Its stylish body bears a striking resemblance to the Chery Tiggo 7, which is not exactly a big surprise considering Chery owns half of Qoros while the other half belongs to investment company Kenan Holdings based in Singapore. The Young compact SUV will target what Qoros describes as being the new premium mainstream consumer and will serve as the brand's first model from its third series, following the Qoros 3 and Qoros 5 lineups. Using the same modular T1X platform as the equivalent Chery, pictured in red, the high-riding vehicle stretches at 177 inches, 4.5 meters, and has an appearance pinned by ex-Mini chief designer Gert Hildebrand. It looks quite nice inside and out, but potential customers should know they will be stuck with a turbocharged 1.5-liter gasoline engine delivering approximately 150 horsepower. There aren't going to be any gearbox choices either, as the power transfer to the road will be done exclusively through a dual-clutch, 6-speed automatic transmission. There's no word just yet about the possibility of an all-wheel drive layout, so chances are the Young will come only in a FWD configuration. It can be best described as a more upmarket version of the Chery Tiggo 7 for people willing to pay extra in order to benefit from the higher quality delivered by Qoros, which is taking shy steps into premium territory. The company, founded 10 years ago, failed to gain traction in Europe in recent years, but the newcomer in the automotive industry aims to make a comeback sometime in the future. The Young compact SUV follows the brand's previous reveal, the spectacular Model KF concept with asymmetrical doors and 4 electric motors delivering an immense 870 HP, 648 kilowatts, for a run to 62 miles per hour, 100 kilometers per hour, in less than 2.7 seconds. The brand wants to sell 80,000 units annually. Mitsubishi has released additional information for its all-new multi-purpose vehicle, confirming its official name. The Spender replaces the Xpander and will go on sale in Indonesia this fall, while ASEAN and other international markets will get it early next year. Following its online premiere, currently the vehicle is displayed at the Indonesia International Auto Show in Jakarta. It mixes design ideas from traditional MPVs with visual solutions seen in the modern crossovers. The Japanese manufacturer promises it will deliver ruggedness and roominess, character and convenience, style and function, as well as a refined ride comfort in a tough, yet stylish vehicle. The Spender is a 7-seat car with the largest cabin space in its segment, according to the automaker, providing generous headroom and legroom for all passengers. The seats from the second and third rows can be easily folded down to create a massive large flat cargo area without any bumps or gaps. Mitsubishi says comfort levels are very high thanks to the low noise and the large panoramic windshield made from thick, high-quality, soundproof glass, laminated with an extra sound-absorbing layer. Passengers should find enough space for their items during a trip, as there are a total of 16 bottle holders in the door trims and the center console between the front two seats. Power comes from a 1.5-liter gasoline engine generating 105 horsepower, 77 kilowatts, mated to either a 4-speed manual gearbox or a 5-speed automatic. Don't expect an impressive acceleration, but Mitsubishi promises the motor delivers punchy and dependable performance, even when climbing steep hills with a full load. The new Spender will be produced at Mitsubishi's new factory in Bikesai Prefecture, West Java Province, Indonesia. The Japanese company wants to sell at least 80,000 units of the MPV annually. The Mitsubishi Spender is set to expand MMC's strong presence in the Indonesian SUV and light commercial vehicle markets further into the booming MPV segments and beyond. Throughout the ASEAN region, Osamu Masuko, Chief Executive Officer of Mitsubishi Motors Corporation, said at the premiere of the car in Jakarta. "We intend to be right at the forefront of this growth by expanding customers' lives."